Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thadius Griim here, and today we're going to be playing Hearthstone, Heroes of Warcraft.
Thrall versus Uther. I will fight with honor for Doomhammer.
So what I'm planning on doing is climbing this ladder, and I want you guys to be a part of it, you know? I want to make this an experience for both of us. What I'm going to do is toss these two cards. I actually recorded some Hearthstone games earlier, but I didn't feel like the commentary was very genuine. It wasn't very authentic. It felt a little rushed. It felt a little, I don't know, it's like I was talking to a group of prestigious individuals and I just felt real nervous the whole time. So I'm gonna be a little, I don't know, a little lighthearted, I guess, about the whole situation. Our first game here is going to go up against a paladin. Took me a while to say that. There's not a whole lot I can do on my first turn. I haven't played this game a whole lot in the past. I think there was about a month or so where I played this game diligently. However, it stopped almost at a complete halt right around the time I'd say the Diablo 3 expansion came out. I stopped playing it altogether. I hop back on every now and then to play with some friends, but for the most part I hardly ever get on here. But I thought about just coming back on here, giving it a shot, see what it would be like, and hopefully it'll be a good experience for all of us. We're gonna go ahead and play this Unbound Earth Elemental. Maybe he'll live long enough for us to use some overload cards such as the Stormforged Axe. That's all I have in my hand right now, but the Shaman has a lot of overload cards for those of you who've never really paid attention to this game before. It's an online collectible card game where you pick one of, 9 heroes with their own unique powers or abilities. As you can see, I have this totem right here where I can summon something like this Stoneclaw totem, whereas the Paladin has something where he can summon a 1/1 minion, which is this guy right here. Each deck has its own strengths and weaknesses. You actually craft your own deck. I mean, heroes by themselves, they have their own strengths and weaknesses, so what are we going to do? I know what we're going to do. Yes. We're going to be able to take out his taunt very easily with this axe, and our now buffed elemental, who receives a +1/+1 for every card with overload. And like I said, the Stormforged Axe does that. And with our remaining mana, we're just going to go ahead and lay down a totem and end our turn. It's a good start. It's not terrible. I'm sort of following the free-to-play deck that Trump made in his series several months ago. It took him all the way to Masters. I mean, there's some differences between our decks. I think I added a couple more cards that he did not, such as Bloodlust, Forked Lightning. We're going to get a Hammer of Wrath from the Paladin, which is going to destroy our Elemental. This is fine. This is completely fine. We'll just have to find a way to deal with it. The question is, how are we going to deal with this? Because I really don't want to lay down my Manatide Totem right now. That's going to completely leave it exposed. At the end of my turn, I can draw a card, but it only has 3 health, and it makes for a quick target. That card draw is something very important in this game. Rockbiter Weapon only lasts for 1 turn, but to use it on something with 1 health is ridiculous. I want to use it to take out something a little bit stronger. And we want to save our ooze for a weapon that he plays that's going to be able to destroy any weapon that he has. And who knows, he could have something very powerful up his sleeve. So unfortunately, I'm going to lay a totem, him in the face. I don't know if he has an ooze in his hand or not, so I'm going to go ahead and slap him. So that's that. I actually played down a healing totem. It's completely useless. It restores 1 health to all friendly minions on the board, and I don't have any. Even if I did and they weren't damaged, it's still pretty useless. But we're just going to wait for him to play out his turn, see what happens. Maybe he'll play a weapon. I'm really hoping he lays down a weapon. He's not going to, but it would have been nice if he did.
The light protects me.
A couple of weenies. That wargame can be quite scary, though. I believe his ability, yeah, Enraged. Wind Fury and +1 attack, so you'll be looking at 8 damage next turn, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 8 damage. pretty stupid. If we get a spell, if we get a, what's that thing called? An Air of Wrath totem that gives us spell damage, I'll be able to play Forked Lightning. We did not, however. So, the plan is to go ahead and kill this thing. But now what is the question? We're gonna go ahead and summon our feral spirits. We're not gonna hit him, are we? No, we're not gonna hit him. He said thank you, so or well played.
I thank you.
He's probably being it's a nice way to put it, a jerk. Either way, it's nice to show etiquette online. It's proper, it's classy. And that's what we here at Tiki Gaming are all about. Actually, I'm not sure.
Ready, sir.
So he's gonna have to go through both of our spirit wolves to hit us because they have taunt. Whenever a unit has a shield around it, it means that everything, they have to be attacked first. However, spells can go straight through them. Let's say he had a spell he could slap me in the face with if he wanted to. He actually decided to do nothing though. We're gonna make him regret that. We are going, well, I hope we can make him regret that. No, that's not gonna help us at all. Or will it? Let's try something. Things are about to get a little risky. Amazing. Okay.
Elements.
I say we just go straight for the face.
Elements guide.
It's a tad risky because he could buff this 4/4 up to something completely scary, but I'm willing to take that risk. Yeah. I have 2 hexes in the deck, which will turn him into a 0/1 frog with taunt, so that's not scary at all. Anything can take that down pretty much as long as it's got attack. I think I have 2 Earth Shocks. I think I have 2. That's going to silence him, if he buffs him up to something like an 11/11, the Earth Shock's going to take him down to a 4/4, except it's going to do 1 point of damage, which he'll technically be a 4/3. Of course, this isn't the route that he just took. He placed down a Yeti, which I find to be a pretty good card. For its cost, a 4/5, it's really nice. It's really nice. Of course, now we're going to be able to take out his Silver Hand. What is that? Silver Hand Knight? Yes. As you can tell, like I said, I haven't played this game much in the past, so cards that your seasoned veterans would just know right off the top of their head, I'm having trouble stating what they are. But I'm sure they're fine. Right? Sure it is. I was hoping that would kill him. You know what I should have done first is to check for a spell type, or a Wrath of Air totem. I should have went that route. But we're not in the should've, could've, would've game anymore. Let's go ahead and slap him in the face again. I think the last card he played, yeah, restore 6 health. So it's gonna keep him in the game just a little bit longer. Maybe it'll save him from a loss. Who knows? I have no clue what he's got teaming in this deck of his. I just know he's taking a while to think.
I wonder.
So what I'm thinking about next turn, we'll have 7 mana at our disposal.
Behold the might of Stormwind.
And the plan has changed. We're going to kill that. We're going to play down our Argent Commander. He has Charge and Divine Shield. He'll be able to attack this turn, and a Divine Shield's going to keep him from taking damage for 1 attack. Oh. On the other hand, we might just go ahead and lay down that Earth Shot. No. We're going with the original plan. Killing his knight. Couldn't get a whole lot done that round. But what are you gonna do? You know, sometimes that happens. It was a tad overkill, and there were other ways to take care of that, but I feel like that was the most efficient way to take down that Stormwind champion. I knew what that card was called. That's because I used to have one in every deck I ever built.
I wonder.
So with the Manatite Totem, we drew a Lightning Bolt. It's going to deal 3 damage with 1 Overload. We could take out that Yeti with that, but I might just use the axe. It's...
I've got a huge gun.
Oh man, that's depressing. So, options. We're going to see... My goodness. Every time I try to think of something about next turn, he lays down something else. That's a complete game changer. And I have nothing to deal with it. I mean, we could Earthshock this guy. Where now these two are a 4/4 again. This is good.
Truth is my shield.
That way he's gonna have to burn some cards to get to it. And you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and kill the Yeti. Lay down a totem. I'm not too upset with that turn. And we drew into our fire elemental. When we place him on the battlefield, he has a battle cry that activates, and it's gonna be. Oh my gosh! Just think for a second. Breathe. He's going to deal 3 damage to whatever target I choose. I mean, if I wanted to do 3 damage to myself, I could, but that's just silly. So we're gonna let him think for a minute, and an Azure Drake that gives him a spell damage and he gets to draw a card, so this would be a pretty good turn for him to consecrate. With that Azure Drake, if I'm not mistaken, that'll do 3 damage to everything on the board. Oh, better yet, there's his True Silver Champion. I was waiting for him to play that. This is going to give us a chance to throw down our ooze now. He's not going to... If he attacks with that this turn, that'll be the only turn he gets to use it. We're killing this thing. Because every time he attacks with this weapon, he restores 2 health. He can use it twice, and it's got 4 attack. It's pretty scary. See right here, he's going to be able to...
Must move quickly.
He's going to go straight through my taunt with this wolf, it seems. Alright. I imagine he's going to kill my Wrath of Air. Not Wrath of Air. Manatite. My goodness. He's going to smack me in the face. That's a good turn for him. It was a very good turn for him. So there we go. Ooze is down. Weapon's gone. How do we deal with the rest? 2, 4, 6. I really don't want to get rid of my whole hand, but I'm pretty sure I can clear his board right now. And this is very risky because he's probably got a Consecrate in his hand, and that's going to kill off this 5/2 ooze. I believe my totems will be okay though. We'll see. Could have an Avenging Wrath, which splits 8 damage across the board randomly. That's just what this game is all about. It's thinking... You're supposed to think ahead, but I think in the moment. And I think that has a big hand in why I'm so bad at this game. I don't usually think a turn ahead. Alright, he's got his own ooze, which is going to destroy my ass. That's fine though. He's got a Yeti. We'll be able to knock that ooze out.
Reporting for duty.
No problem. I think we can manage this board. I know for a fact that we can manage this board. We end up drawing into a Gadgetzan Auctioneer. Every time I play a spell, I get to draw a card. Be great, but I believe I've burnt through most of my spells so far, so... It's not a good thing. I'm gonna have to take this Yeti down. Or else it'll just make life difficult for us. Difficult.
I hope you like my
Usually you can
invention.
tell which cards he's looking at.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, what has he got planned?
I smell blood.
No, he's just emptying his hand on the board. That's fine. That is fine. Let's go ahead and throw down our Azure Drake. Oh man. It's too bad I don't have enough mana for both of these. So I almost want to hold on to them. However, if I do that, he's going to be able to clear a lot of my board out.
What to do?
We can hope for a taunt. I mean, that's all I can think of. We didn't get one, but we could have hoped for one. And that's just a 4 damage. If it hits these two, that's just a gross overkill. I feel like we need to take care of his board, but I'm not sure how to go about it. 4, 6. I mean, I have 12 damage. You know what? There. As long as he can't deal 9 damage to both of my 6 attack creatures, we have this game in the bag. In the bag.
My eyes are open.
Okay.
Reporting
I want to know
for
what's in his
duty.
hand. What is that last card? Unfortunately, that's not enough. Is it? Oh yeah, that's enough. Is he actually going to survive? Well then. Don't I feel silly? No problem. We're just going to keep going for his face. Yes, sir. We're just going to keep going for the face. With 2 health left.
Well
We'll see where this goes. There goes the well played. But what is he doing?
Let me think.
Come on. Don't be that guy. Don't make me wait for my victory.
Reporting for duty. Handle it!
Huh. For a minute there, it looked like he really had it. When I saw that raid leader go down, I'm thinking, oh no. To quickly count the numbers on the board.
Well played.
There we go.
The victory.
No!